Oh, welcome back to the next video in the installment of the series of this big project thing I have going on. This video is for month 14, I do believe, day number 1. It's the first day of vocal production, VPR. And what a day it was. It was just yesterday on, I think it was July 30th. And, this month my schedule is as this. I have VPR Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1:15 to 5. So I'm not waking up early every day, although I do have songwriting and development at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But for now, we're only going to worry about, at least in this video, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, which is, again, vocal production. So to begin with, I woke up about 10 o'clock on Monday morning, and I was kind of nervous. I was kind of like, all right, last month's instructor was, well, he was what he was. We've already gone there. So I was like, whoa, what do I expect this month? So I got there early. I got there like maybe 45 minutes early because I was like, "Oh God, I really don't want to get a crap lab schedule again." Like last month, seriously, that stressed me out so much. Was just the shitty lab time. So I got there early to see because I didn't know if we had to sign up for our own lab groups or whatever. Which we'll get to that. Again, we actually didn't end up signing up for lab groups before class. Um, Anyhow, I get there early. Didn't sign up or anything. Just walked in and kind of sat down, and it was the strangest thing. This I didn't really realize it, but vocal production yesterday on Monday, that was the very first class, the very first lecture of the true bachelor's program. Because everything up until this point, the associate degree kids, how do I say it? The associate's program ended last month. So everything up until now has been just associate level stuff. So this is like the first thing, the first taste of like Bachelor of Science level stuff. And with that, Mina's back there laughing at something. Hey, take it easy. Making video here. Just no, hang on, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Mina had something funny she wanted to tell me. Um, anyhow, God, where was I? Yeah, so walked in the classroom, first day of bachelor's class, and I looked around, and to my surprise, there was like not that many people. I mean, last month's class was huge. Like I said, it was like 80 people. And I look around, there's maybe 20. And upon looking at attendance, there's 27 people on the roster, and we had like 5 or 6 people missing. So, yeah, we have around a little, maybe in between, it's about 25 people. I'll give it about 25 people in the class, which is insane. The classes up until this point have been nowhere near that small. So, I mean, and then I saw that the lab groups, there's only like 6 or 7 lab groups, and that was strange too. I didn't realize there wouldn't be that many people in the class, so that's pretty cool. I mean, you can really see. I mean, from the first day of school, all here on campus, there was like, God, it's like 160 people in the class, most of which are all recording arts. And then you take from that, so you've got we'll give it 100 people in a class for recording arts, and then now we've got like 25. So it's really interesting to see who made it and who hasn't yet, and we're still not done. We're still nowhere near close to being done. We're over halfway, but we're not quite done just yet. So very, very intriguing, if I do say so myself. Very interesting concept. Anyhow, so my instructor for this month. Again, I didn't really know what to expect, but to my delight, I actually have a really cool instructor this month for VPR. He's seriously, he's really cool. Um, I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but his name is Jules Gondar. So Jules Gondar, and he's won like 8 or 9 Grammys. He's been in the industry for a long time. Like he was one of the main people that helped develop. Well, I wouldn't say help develop Pro Tools, but like the people that he worked with and worked for were ones that would talk to Avin and be like, "Hey, you should add this. Hey, you should fix this. Hey, you should whatever." So this guy knows Pro Tools like I don't even know how to describe it. So I mean, this guy is good. I mean, and he's got a reputation for being one of the best vocal people around. You might have. I don't know if you've heard. Let's see. Like what was the one song? Baha Men, Who Let the Dogs Out. I know you've heard that song. If you haven't heard that song, then you missed out on the '90s, or at least the late '90s. Um, when was that? It was like '99, I think, maybe 2000. I can't remember. But yeah, he did that song. Or he engineered that song. He's worked with Ricky Martin like a lot since he's worked with Ricky Martin since like '98, and he's been working with him ever since. Who else? Oh yeah, Baha Man. Okay, year 2000. He's worked with Disney. He's worked with Rosie O'Donnell. He's worked with who else? Biff Naked, whoever that is. Paulina Rubio. More Baha Men. Clay Aiken, Kelly Clarkson. Um, Lots of people. Bo Bice, Meatloaf, Carrie Underwood, Scorpions, the Rasmus, Leslie Roy, Ace Young, Three Graces, and more Ricky Martin. So Jules Gondar, look him up and look at who he's worked with and worked on and engineered for, and all that. Um, Crazy, and like I'm being taught in a very small class by this person, and it's just like that's insane. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I'm gonna learn so much. Um, so it's very cool. He's nice. He's funny. He makes it interesting. You know what I mean? He's just an all around cool guy, cool instructor. I'm excited about this class. So yeah, I mean all the ridiculous crap that I went through last month and SRD was like worth it to get to this point. I've got to say. So very cool stuff. The first lecture. Why don't we get into what did we talk about? We talked kind of well, more or less. It was a biology class. We discussed the different parts of what produces vocals, how vocal sound is made, and how like what exactly is the signal flow, if you will, of the vocal tract. And we learned all the parts, how each of the parts work together, you know, and how to take care of it and all that. So it was more about just the kind of the biology, the basic what's going on when we talk, what's going on when we sing. Um, and the thing about it is, like, he's not teaching us to be singers. He's teaching us to be able to know it well enough and know how it works well enough to where we can kind of coach a singer in the direction where they need to go. So it's more, I guess you would say, not quite on the engineer side so much as like the producer side. But nowadays, it's like engineers have to be able to do more than they ever have before. So, kind of stepping into the producer role is kind of part of that, So it's just, it goes along with kind of that concept of kind of how it's evolving and whatnot. So, we're not singing scales and all that in the class, but we're learning about, how do we make someone who doesn't sing scales very well sound good for example. Like, we're going to be learning Melodyne and Auto-Tune and all that crazy stuff this month. So, pretty exciting. So, the first lecture was really good. Got out of there. It was awesome. Got my lab schedule. Bit disappointed in the lab schedule. I wanted group 1 or 2, but I got put in group number 3. And we were allowed to pick our own group members. We were allowed to we had to write on a sheet of paper who's in our group. But we didn't get to pick our lab number or time. And I got lab group number 3, which sucks because that's the 9 p.m. lab. Again, dude, freaking Christ, you know what I mean? I just can't get a break, it seems. And most of my labs are on the night before songwriting and development, which is at 9 a.m., so just frustrating. Upside is that for the most part, there's only 2 Saturdays where I have a lab at 1:15 in the afternoon. But in general, I have class Monday through Friday, 5-day block, and there are only 2 labs a week for this class. So, and songwriting and development does not have labs. It's just a lecture class. So, I've only got lab for 1 class and only 2 of them a week. I can handle that. That's okay. So, I'm not complaining too much. I weighed the pros and the cons. Should I be upset? Should I be fine with it? And while it does suck that I had that I've got the same thing I had last month, I'm okay with it because last month kind of introduced me to that level of stress and that level of working ability to where now it seems like this month is really relaxed, even though it's along the same lines as last month. So it's more or less I'm used to it and I know how to manage it at this point, so it seems easier even though it's practically the same thing. If that's confusing you, because that kind of confuses me a little bit, just know that this month will be fine. It'll be cool. So yeah, I don't know. The first class for VPR went really well. I'm looking forward to it. My first lab is this coming Thursday, and then I have lab on Saturday. So already you can see, like, I do have time to be sitting here and talking to you guys, and I want to be. I was really disappointed because not only was I freaking out last month and I didn't do as good as I guess I could have, even though like I said, I agree with myself. I did the best I could, though, which is hypocritical to what I just said, but you get the idea. Point is, I was kind of frustrated that I wasn't able to have the time to sit down and talk to you and make these videos, because I've only gotten good feedback about these things. Like, I mean, my mom was trying to coach me in the beginning and help me out. Like, you shouldn't say this and you shouldn't say that. But, I mean, that doesn't count because she's family. But as far as, like, people I'm actually talking to, like you guys, future students or whatever, even current students sometimes, just keeping track of what's going on or what to expect next month and all that. I've only gotten good feedback. So I enjoy making them. I enjoy getting the awesome feedback. It's pretty cool walking around and seeing you and having someone that's watching these, such as yourself, come up and say, "Hey, I checked out your videos. What's up? My name is this." I mean, that's awesome. That makes my day. Seriously, like that's really rewarding in my eyes. That makes me feel really good. To know that people are actually watching these things, which is pretty cool. Anyhow, VPR looking to be a pretty good class. I'm now officially considered a junior. I'm a junior in college at this point. It all's going well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video. We'll get rolling with the next one right now. And so until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Subscribe and all that if you want to, or write a comment, questions, whatever. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I've tried to be as good at that as I possibly can, but I sometimes am bad at that. I admit it, and I apologize. What else? Yeah, check me out on Facebook if you want. It's basically the same as the YouTube channel page. except it's facebook.com/my username. So pretty easy to get there. I've got all my stuff pretty much connected. And I'm on Twitter too. It's twitter.com/Phareusopus. All my stuff, that's kind of my persona, I suppose. So I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. And until then, later.